Welcome into the STC Roundhouse. It is time for wrestling here in South Tama. South Tama taking on the Benton Bobcats tonight for Pin the Gym night with the STC Activity Boosters. It is also youth wrestling night for the TWE youth clubs. So as you can see, a pretty packed house here at the Roundhouse, and we're just getting underway with JV matches on the far right side of your screen there. We're going to have JV matches. There's about maybe 8 or 10 of those coming up tonight. And then they're going to take a break and announce the TWE wrestlers. So the youth kids are going to come out and get recognized. That's going to take a little bit of time. I heard there's around 95, 96 of those kids. So that's going to take a minute. We're going to announce some of the promotional booster club things and then get into varsity wrestling. So I'm Darvin Graham. I'll be with you alongside Scott Bolin, who's going to join me in just a few moments. And we are glad to be with you here this evening. I'd like to quickly say thank you also to our winter sponsors who have brought this coverage and are continuing with us throughout the whole season. They include Berkwood Village of Tama, Toledo, Salt Creek Wind, Mercy Care Tama, Iowa Premium, State Bank of Toledo, S&S Car Wash, Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Appraisal and Realty Services, Robach Lumber, Stein Robach Floor Coverings, Medicap Pharmacy, Mark Weston Hoyer Law Office, Assured Partners Insurance, Hardens, Sharn-Webbers, and TFD Photo and Film. All of our Trojan Country broadcasts are also made possible by the Charlie Townsley Memorial. We're waiting for our first match, our JV match, to get started. I think they're having some track wrestling issues over on the left mat there, on the black mat, and we are underway. We're going to have a little more robust coverage once we get to our varsity matches. So right now you're watching JV matches, South Tama and Benton in action. All right, and now I'm joined by my co-host for this evening, Scott Bolin. Scott, how you doing tonight?
Really good.
Yeah,
really
we're excited to kind of get our first dual action here at the Roundhouse. Good crowd, and we're underway with some JV action. Tell us who we've got down here on the mat, on the blue mat here.
Yep, so we got Alejandro Valdez, kind of a newcomer to the sport. And he's taken on Benton Bobcat, Sage Edberg. And right now, Edberg has the 8-5 advantage. Then on the black mat, we have Raiden Hill, and he is taking on Keeson Lewis of Benton. A single duel tonight with Benton. So we'll have some JV action on mostly boys and a few girls, or one girl match. And then we'll have, a little bit later, we'll have the varsity girls and boys going at it. Valdez has his opponent on the back right now, which would put him in the lead, but then ties it back up with a reversal. Is Edberg. So we got 10-10 in the third period. And Alejandro Valdez with the fall. It was a 10-10 match late in the third period and gets the fall. So way to go, Alejandro. And looking on the far side on the black mat, Raiden Hill picks up the fall in the first period with the cradle.
Now wrestling on mat 2 for your Bobcats, Tanner Miller. And for your Trojans, Eli Crookshank.
So on mat 1, we'll have Madden Martinez. And Madden's taking on Brecken Rosick of Benton. On mat 1, on the black, on mat 2, I'm going to call it, is Eli Crookshank. And he is taking on Tanner Miller of Benton. Ooh. Matt Martinez with the attempted takedown, but he had the arm trap, so they're going to call that a slam. He'll go behind 1-0. Not a bad technique. He just had the kid's arm trap, so he can't really stop your fall. Eli Cruikshank has a quick takedown, has his opponent on his back for 2 near falls, so he's going to take a 4-0 lead. He's working on some more near fall. The half Nelson. He's also going to collect a fall in the first period. 30-second pin for Eli Cruikshank.
Now wrestling on mat 2, Jonah Berger for the Bobcats. And for your Trojans, Carver Chichak.
So on mat 2, we'll have Carver Chichak, South Tama, and he's going to take on Jonah Bergert from Benton. Madden Martinez got thrown in a headlock, was able to roll that through and collect the 2. So he now is in the lead, 2-1. Martinez returning his opponent to the mat, catches him on his back. And collects some near fall. He's got 15 seconds looking for the fall here.
And there it is. Nice job, Martinez. Madden spent some time in the varsity lineup, in and out last year, and gets a nice fall here to start the JV action.
Now on mat 1, we're going to have Kyle Heck for South Tama versus Jamie Myers from Benton. Kyle Heck, a senior. Chichak has a 2-0 lead on mat 2. Just kicking off. First period with Heck and Myers here on mat 1. Chichak collects the fall for the Trojans. So, hey, having a heck of a showing here.
Yeah.
And running the gauntlet. Now we'll have our 1 female match here for the JV portion. We have Taylor Johansson. Oh, Taylor came out a little early. We're going to have Kinzer Jeanette on mat 2.
Nolan
versus,
Harbach.
Yeah, Nolan Harbach. Taylor got excited. She was ready. Heck battling down on bottom. He's down 4-0. Just giving up some more near fall.
Jeanette and Harbach just underway on the left.
Heck's got about 20 seconds, doing a good job fighting off his back here, not going to concede the fall. Short time here. Oh.
And the fall by
Get the
Harbach.
fall, yeah, right. 1 second left. Did a good job, really. He was on his back for a good 30 seconds there fighting off, but gave up the late first period fall.
And for your Trojans, Travis Chichak.
Now up on mat 1 on the blue mat, we're going to have Travis Chichak, and he is going to take on Derek Roos. We saw brother Carver Chichak here a little bit earlier. Kinzer Jeanette has a headlock locked up over on mat 2, and it looks like it's a 4-2 score now, so he must have got a reversal. Nice. Got him in danger there. Looking for the fall. He's gonna get it. Good job, Kinzer Jeanette.
Now wrestling on mat 2. For the Bobcats, Madeline Kinney. And for your Trojans, Taylor Johansson.
So now we're gonna have that one JV match for the girls side, and that's gonna be Taylor Johansson for South Tama. I think for the most part, you're gonna see her in the varsity lineup. Unfortunately, didn't make weight today, so she's got to bump up and wrestle JV at 110. But I think for the most part, you're going to see her in that varsity lineup, and she's taking on Madeline Kinney from Benton. We're getting Chichak and Roos started off here on mat 1 on the blue mat.
Chichak leading by 1.
Must have had didn't have equipment ready or something. Probably gave up that early penalty point. Well, took him down to his back, but it looks like he's gonna get rolled through. No near fall, but 2 for red on the takedown. Chichak right up on his feet for the 1 escape. 3-2.
Johansson defends a takedown on the left side there. And they go back to the center scoreless. 30 seconds away in the first period. And Johansson kind of scrambles through.
Catches her on her back. She's going to get 2 and more.
All kinds of time for Johansson here. A minute. She can settle that shoulder.
Small, tiny adjustments just to get that shoulder pinned down. She's got to be a little bit careful, make sure that left arm doesn't get through. That allows her opponent to get on her belly, but she's doing a good job. Gets the fall for Taylor Johansson.
Chichak leading now 6-2 over Roos.
Thinking we'll be done on mat 2 on the black mat until varsity gets started. Into the first period, and Chichak remains in the lead 6-2. Chichak's going to defer, and Roos is going to go down. Start the second. Chichak just doing a good job on top, controlling, getting his opponent's belly out. Now he's going to look to get off to the side and kind of work some pinning combinations. Roos working to his feet here. I expect an escape. 6-3 the score now.
Minute to go in the second period. Travis Chichak, Derek Roos. in action. Similar looking singlets here for these two teams.
Yeah.
The black and the white across the center.
Chichak able to capitalize. Roos kind of lost his balance there and just hopped on for the 2 takedown.
So following the conclusion of this match here between Chichak and Roos, we're going to have our youth wrestling recognition and some activities for the STC Boosters, and then we get into varsity action. Girls and boys, I believe, will run simultaneously. So that's where we are kind of looking at, I'd say, another 20 minutes or so, and we should be close to varsity action.
A little different setup for a duel than we're used to with the chairs in the middle, but kind of to create that atmosphere of that single duel for both the boys and the girls.
Right.
So we'll see. Interesting, just different challenges, different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Start of the 3rd period here. Chichak is an 8-3 lead. Chooses down. He's going to collect an escape right away, so take a 9-3 lead.
Single leg shot there by Roos.
Chichak just trying to get his hips back a little bit, break the grip there. He comes across with the cross face, and he's going to be able to get around and get the 2 for a 13-3 lead. Working on trying to get a half Nelson, collect the wrist, get a half. Roos doing a good job on the bottom, not giving anything, kind of being stingy. About 35 seconds left in the 3rd period here, still 13-3 with Chichak in the lead. Kick a leg in there, so look for Travis to try power half.
Under 10 to go. Final moments of this duel. Looks to be a major decision for Chichak, and the last seconds ticking off, and that will do it. Travis Chichak winning over Derek Roos of Benton, 13-3.
4 more varsity matches, our JV matches after our varsity duel. At this time, we'd like to take the opportunity to announce our TWE wrestlers, our youth wrestling club, our pre-K wrestlers, Damian Garcia, Forever Vickish, August Fry, Liam Moline, Randolph Baer, Emmett Kleiner, Nathan Manful, Graham Bowling. That is our pre-K wrestlers. Our kindergarten wrestlers, Diedrich Davis, Liam Dietrich, Cooper Lewin, Micah Ely, Bryson Davenport Cruz, Trevor Downs, Jonah Nunez, Meyer Mathis, Oakley Stockton, and Charlie Hill, our kindergarten wrestlers. Our first graders, Chase Deason, Bronson Rui, Joey Ortiz Jr., Jack Van Dyke, Rowan Gross, Jackson Doyle, Olivia Downs, Cyrus Jefferson, Grady Boland, Cristino.
Try and get as much of our youth kiddos as they're coming across here, just kind of at a bad angle, but you're seeing one of the youth sponsors, Danny Ellsbury, giving some high fives down there, and we'll kind of get off the audio so you can hear the names announced.
Miles Jacoby, Braxton Doyle, Caden Beastman, Django Cunha, Loudon White, Mason Tank, Spencer Jacina, Solaris Jefferson, Caden Elias, Carson Youngbear, and Jason Struby. Our third graders, Aaron Hernandez, Josh Dolan, Carter Bradley, Jace Paul, Harper Faisal, Leo Castanon, Cyrus Davis, Colin McBride, Fernando Cervantes, Cade Hoy. Our fourth grade group, Kinnick Pesca, Lucas Popelka, Blake Deason, Cameron Holland, Preston Hess, Aniston Bear, Jackson Mapes, Carter Colwoodson, Griffin Mayo, Gabe Bradley, Hayden Dreesum. Our fifth grade group, David Veramontes, Connor Bradley, Brady Sloxina, Addie Graff, Carver Belen, Preston Yuska, Isaiah Cruz, Zoe Nunez, David Driesman, Tawana Cooks, Caitlin Zavilla, Dax Daniet, Xavier Riviera, Owen Ellsbury, Jack Chima, Kendrick Buffalo, Colton Graff, and Caven Perk. Our sixth grade group, Mason Rucker, Kenneth Hoy, Bentley Struckton. And our seventh and eighth grade group, Braxton White, Erica Riviera, Ethan Page, and Laker Pesca. Our coaches for our TWE Wrestling Club is Danny Ellsbury, Nate Van Dyke, Brennan Chima, Scott Boland, Logan Mathis, Kirk Rui, Zach Naniet, Vern Jefferson, Eric Hoy, Billy Driesman, Ryan Graff, and Todd Boleen. It takes a lot to build a successful wrestling team. Starting at the youth level is key. Thank you, coaches and wrestlers, your South Tama TWE wrestlers.
All right, so that's the conclusion of the TWE Youth Wrestlers recognition. A few other housekeeping things to go, and you're helping out. Did I hear that you're coaching, helping out with that, Scott?
Yep. We started Monday after Thanksgiving, so have had about 3 practices. I was real proud of them there. They were standing good.
Yeah, they all stood in. Yeah, they hung together pretty well there. And the lines with those little kids can get a little squirrely sometimes.
Yeah, so they did a good job. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of numbers. So it's a little bit overwhelming at times, but a good problem to have that we just have a lot of kids interested, boys and girls, and just seems to be a growing sport and a lot of interest. So a lot of fun with the kids.
And if you just heard Matt Pravasco on the PA announcing Amari Chavez, and we're going to get the camera around to him here real quick. And of course, he's standing the other way, but Chavez got his 100th win a couple of days ago. So congrats to him.
Big accomplishment. That's awesome. Outstanding job.
Amari, 2-time place winner, I believe, for South Tama. And big goals ahead for him this season. Looking strong so far in the early going.
Maylee Ellsbury.
And now some recognition for Maylee Ellsbury, South Tama's defending girls state champion from last year. She also got her 100th win. That came on Monday at the Williamsburg Invitational.
Awesome.
Oh,
definitely
she's
be
on the other side there.
First and
I'd also like to recognize
setting the bar
first state champion, Steve Stelner. He is in the house tonight. South Tama's first state champ.
Saw brother Verlin.
Hey, Steve, why don't you come down and get a picture with Maylee, our first female
Oh, there he is.
champ. Come down and get a picture with Maylee.
All right, we'll try and get to Steve. So they're announcing Steve Strellner's also in the house, along with Verlin Strellner, his brother. Both of them very decorated South Tama wrestlers. It so happens there's Steve in the blue and the vest, blue shirt, black vest there. And Steve happened to be the first South Tama official South Tama wrestling state champion in '69, getting his championship run there. The Tama and Toledo schools, I believe, had other wrestlers going to state before that, but when South Tama consolidated in the '60s and officially became a district, it happened that Steve was the first in that group to earn the honor, and so that's kind of, and he's in the house tonight, I believe. Just a little bit of synchronicity there with him and Maylee.
For the Bobcats, Tegan Beach Bishop.
Very cool moment that.
Maylee, of course, the first female state champion for South Tama, and Steve being the first male. Kind of an interesting piece of history there. See if there we go. Now we got him. And so there's Steve and Maylee getting a picture.
I think Steve, longtime college wrestling coach. I'm not going to remember the out on the East Coast. I know at a D3 college.
Yeah.
But definitely devoted his life to the sport of wrestling, and just really cool to have him back here and kind of have that moment with Maylee.
So we're having our girls lineups announced.
At 115 for the Bobcats, Evelyn McMahon. And for your Trojans, Keely Holloway. At 120 for your Bobcats, Caitlin Bonewitz. And for your Trojans, Danica Scheller. At 125 for the Bobcats, Amanda Schonar. And for your Trojans, London Jeanette. At 130 for the Bobcats, Bella Dinoy. And for your Trojans, Ava Perkins. At 135 for the Bobcats, Jordan Vogel. And for your Trojans, Maylee Ellsbury. At 140 for your Bobcats.
So I don't know if we're going to see a rematch of that. I don't know if you recall back at the.
Yeah, that girls meet of the Lizzie Wolf defeating Maylee Ellsbury.
And that was up at 140. So Maylee cut down to, I think, 135 now. So not sure we'll see that unless they would possibly bump. But I'm sure that's a match that Maylee wants to get back.
At 155 for the Bobcats, Maddie Colburn. And for your Trojans, Abigail Chima. 170 for the Bobcats is open. And for your Trojans, Autumn Ellsbury. Is open. And at 235 for the Bobcats, Avery Gale. And for your Trojans, Kinley Jimenez. The Bobcats are head coached by Josh Heck.
Just wrapping up girls lineups.
Danny Ellsbury.
Sure, we'll move on here to the boys.
Now for the boys varsity lineups. At 106 for the Bobcats, Garrett Cook. And for your Trojans, Braden Tamara. At 113 for your Bobcats, Jason Eastman. And for the Trojans, Kale Graff. At 120 for the Bobcats, Brennan Roberts. And for your Trojans, Eli Brannon. At 126 for the Bobcats, Ryan Kohler. And for your Trojans, Amare Chavez. At 132 for the Bobcats, Eli Kuka. And for your Trojans, Clayton Babinet. At 138 for the Bobcats, Elias Bishby.
So I believe we are going to keep the boys and the girls duels on these separate mats, so they won't be trading bouts back and forth. The girls are going to be on your left side of your screen there, and the boys on the right.
144 for the Bobcats, Brady Patterson. Trojans, Cody Blocker. At 150 for the Bobcats, Weston Kessner. For Fear Trojans, Drayton White. At 157 for the Bobcats, Blake Hine. For Fear Trojans, Anthony Thompson. At 165 for the Bobcats, Brendan Hine. And for your Trojans, Cyrus Mathis.
And so we are going to start things off at 165 for the boys. We just had those wrestlers announced. Cyrus Mathis for South Tama, Blake Hying for the Bobcats. And it'll be at 145 for the girls.
For your Trojans, Marcus Bear.
I think there's definitely some history between Mathis and Hine. I remember them last year.
Okay.
Him or his brother, I guess I should say. Not sure which one.
Right.
15 for the Bobcats, Will Clausen. For your Trojans, Gavin
With the Saturday tournaments
Whitmore.
kind of playing into things, these two teams can see each other several times across the course of a year, of a season, I should say.
Yep.
For the Bobcats, Brendan Blagan. And for your Trojans, Kyan McBride. The Bobcats are head coached by Gene Coulter. And your head coach, your South Tama Trojans, Nate Van Dyke. Please rise.
All right, we're going to have our national anthem, and then we'll get started here at the Roundhouse with varsity action. We'll be right back after the anthem. That was Journey Verdula doing the national anthem honors.
145, and the boys will be starting at 165. 145, please report to the head table. 165, please report to the head table.
And Scott, did you get which 145er was in action for
Bobcats, Lena DeMoss.
So for
The Trojans,
DeMoss.
Brooklyn Mitchell.
So 145 for Benton, it'll be Elena DeMoss.
Hine for Benton, right in on the leg on Mathis, and deep on a high crotch. Mathis just trying to hang tight, not let that arm come across, but
Quick 2 there for Hine.
Hine in a Turk situation, look for back points. He's got at least 2 swipes now. So take a 5-0 lead and get the escape from Mathis. So 5-1 early lead for Hine, kind of gave him the attentional release. We're getting started with Brooklyn Mitchell over on the black mat. 145. Mathis in on a good shot on a single leg. Hine doing a good job just kind of stuffing Cyrus down there. Able to break the grip and get around for the 2 takedowns, so 7-1 lead. .30 seconds remaining here in this first period. 30 seconds into DeMoss and Mitchell's match, and no score as of yet.
If you're just tuning in, first varsity bouts of this dual meet between South Tama and Benton Community. It's girls and boys in action. Girls will stay on the left side of your screen and boys on the right. And we're at 165 pounds on the boys. 145 is where we start for the girls.
Hine will collect 3 more near fall to take a 10-1 first period lead. Another just kind of armbar tilt. Red's choice, and he's going to go down. Big lift for Mathis. As soon as he returns to the mat, Hine hits a nice little switch, go behind, so he's going to take the 12-1 lead. It's really tough on top and a lot of pressure on Cyrus, making it pretty tough for him to build a base. Really looking for that cross wrist to tilt series. He's going to intentionally release him here. 12-2. Scoreless on the black mat, on the girls' mat over there. And looks like DeMoss is going to take down. Start the second period.
Another takedown by Hine. Pushes his score to 14. As Hine kind of putting Mathis into a tech fall danger here.
Yep, definitely thinking that if you're Hine.
DeMoss scoring first on an escape, starting moments of the second period. And now she leads 1-0 as they kind of battle in neutral.
Did get warned for stalling, so she must be backing up a little bit. Mitchell pushing the pace on her feet, so that could come into play later in the match. And another warning on top for a little, not enough activity for referee Bobby Yelich, so warned Hine on top.
Mitchell defending the shot, but it will be DeMoss scoring 2 on a roll through.
And picks up the fall.
And a
so
fall.
DeMoss will win by fall. Mitchell, good freshman from GMG, combined programs. Up next,
155 for the Bobcats, Maddie Colburn.
we're going to have Madeline Colburn from Benton taking on Iolita Kingbird for South Tama. It's at 155. 165 here. We're starting in the third period. Hine with a 14-2 lead. Mathis picked bottom. Got the one escape. I guess Hine would have been on bottom. Got the one escape. Mathis kind of tried to throw, lat drop. Battled in there, but going to give up the 2 here, and that should be the tech fall win for Hine. And Benton will take a 5-0 lead.
Next up for South Tama, it's going to be the sophomore, Marcus Bear.
Wrestling at 175, for your Bobcats, Mason Mitchell. And for your Trojans, Marcus Bear.
And for Benton, it'll be Mason Mitchell. He's a junior. Still scoreless action between Kingbird and Colburn on the girls' side, as we get things going here at 175 for the boys.
I think Marcus coming off an injury he dealt with, and so hasn't been wrestling too long in the room, but we'll kind of see if that plays a factor in conditioning. And
was one of the freshmen that got some action on the varsity side last year, and of course he's the younger brother of Mikhail Bear, so I'm sure those two do quite a bit at home.
Yep.
And last year, if memory serves, I believe Bear had to wrestle up a couple of weight classes. I remember him being at 190 a time or two.
Yep.
I like how he looks here at this 175 weight.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a rarity. Just he's kind of slimmed out as he's gotten older.
Yeah.
Most of the time kids go the other direction, but
kind of saw that with Rudy Papaki a little bit a couple years ago too. Him kind of having to push into that heavyweight class early on and coming down into 190 as he got younger or got older. Kingbird working on bottom early second period, trying to get an escape here, but they're still scoreless.
The second period looks like we have locked hands, so Iolita's going to get one no matter what.
No points awarded there to Bear.
Bear in on a double leg, kind of right on the edge. It was close. Didn't get the call. We're still neutral.
30 seconds left in the first for the boys' side.
Kingbird working on bottom there. She's got, looks like a 1-1 tie. I'm not sure where the other point came from, I guess, but. And picks up another one. It looks like we had a full Nelson. So she'll take a 2-1 lead.
Start of the second period here on the boys' side. Still scoreless. Benton leading this duel 5-0 after a tech fall in the first bout between Cyrus Mathis and Brendan Haying.
Mitchell did a good job just getting to his feet there right away right after the whistle to get the 1-point escape, so we're back on our feet. Bears looking for a bear hug. Squeezed and tripped right down for 2 points. That was a very solid takedown.
It looks like they might have had a scoreboard error on the girls' side.
Yep.
The point got taken away from Colburn, and so it'll be those 2 penalty points awarded to Kingbird, and she's fighting on bottom to get freed for an escape. 30 seconds left there.
Another escape on the boys' side up.
Quick takedown there by
Yep,
Mitchell.
so they each got a takedown, and Mitchell's got the 2 escapes, so he's currently up 4-2. got a little, maybe a little overzealous. Went for the throw, lat drop. Sure, Coach Van Dyke just slow it down, stay under leg attacks. So it looks like we should have had a late reversal there for Kingbird. So she'll take a 4-0 lead heading into the third period. Looks like they're going to go neutral, start the third.
Tell you, with full boys and girls teams in this kind of double duel situation, really packs out this gym in a fun way. Has a Saturday almost feel to it with how tight everybody kind of is.
Yeah, fun. Just two teams here.
Yep.
You see a lot of South Tama faithful, so that's fun. Former wrestlers, former STC alum coming out to support, so that's awesome. Big 45 seconds here from Marcus Bear, trailing 4-2. You're really thinking you want 1 or 2. 2 would be nice. So
there,
4-4. Mitchell proving really tough on bottom. A ride out here would be huge. We'll see if he can hold him down here for 25 seconds. Looking for some back points. That's
getting
close.
froggy here with 20 seconds.
Just kind of reversing that chicken wing and pulling it back. Wasn't quite to 45, so didn't see any swipes from the official, but
stomach there.
Big period to end on top. Not get that escape. He had tough time earlier in the period, keeping Mitchell down, so big win there. Look to see Marcus go down here in the third period, tied up 4-4 in the driver's seat.
Kingbird still leading 4-0. 15 seconds left in her match as they still battle at neutral. 10 seconds. Iolita Kingbird defeating Lena DeMoss 4-0 in the second bout of the night for the STC girls.
Mitchell riding tough on top here, 30 seconds into the third period. Still 4-4 match. Up now for the girls at 170. We're going to have Abigail Chima, returning state qualifier. She's taking on Haley Cruz from Benton. And update on the team score there will be 6-3. See?
Thank you.
Bear up on his feet. Important to get one here, and he's going to get two. Big takedown, big reversal there for Bear. And if body language could speak it would say that Mitchell is kind of done. Just flopped to the ground there after he slipped off Bear.
Abigail Chima will walk away with a very quick win by fall over Kaylee Cruz of Benton. And so that gets South Tama's team score up ahead.
They should be leading 9-6 now.
Next up at 190, Autumn Ellsbury. South Tama standout sophomore, taking on Mo Brown of Benton.
Looks like bumping weights a little bit here, right? So Abigail's usually down at 155, Autumn at 170, some strategery. Yep. Try to get the most wins.
Stoppage on the boys' side. Trainer checking out the wrist of Mason Mitchell. And we're underway here. Ellsbury and Brown at 190. Ellsbury trying to push the pace. Just get a little aggressive here with the bigger opponent in Mo Brown.
Nice little slide by attempt, shuck attempt. The more you can stay outside, not get underneath an opponent that's got some size advantage. Nice little knee pick there, but out of bounds. Stalling red already. Stall warning on Mo Brown, just kind of backing out of the circle. Referee wants to see her stay in that center circle a little more. Autumn kind of transition from that knee pick to a headlock and will win by fall.
Another quick pin for the STC girls. Couple open weights on the girls' side might move this duel on pretty quickly. But we'll see.
Down to 15 seconds here on the boys' mat at 175. Marcus Baer currently in the lead 6-4, just doing a good job staying active on top, not giving anything up. We'll have 4 seconds left at the restart.
Final period, 4 seconds left, and here we go.
Concede one, that's okay. He'll take the 6-5 win.
And Marcus Baer fired up. Good win for the sophomore to get his season going. And a hard-fought match there by Mason Mitchell, too. Kind of ran out of gas at the end, but put together a pretty strong defense as well.
Kinley Jimenez with the takedown in the first period here. She's taking on Avery Gale of Benton. Jimenez, a freshman for the Trojans.
At 190, Benton received a forfeit victory for Troy Kupka, as South Tama was open at 190. And so that takes us up to 215, one of the new weight classes in this year's boys field.
On the girls' side, the team score 15-6. Trying to think on the boys' side, it should be 11-3. Yep. Bridgewater in on a quick high crotch. To collect 2. He's kind of in a Turk situation here, so he's going to look to know where he's at on the mat as far as not going out of bounds, rotating his opponent in bounds, looking for some near fall here. Is this Clausen?
Yes. Will Clausen wrestling for the Benton Bobcats.
End of the first period on the girls' mat. Kinley stayed on top there for the 2-0 lead. Jimenez going down on start the second period here. Right away, Gale gets a little bit high. Bridgewater continues to work on top with the 2-0 lead.
.30 seconds away in the second period, and Jimenez in the white and black singlet working underneath against Avery Gale.
And Gale working a half, so just kind of a tough situation. And she will pick up the fall.
Avery Gale with the fall at 235. 100, please report at the table.
And Bridgewater picks up the fall right at the end of the first period on the boys' match. So that'll bring up heavyweight on the boys' mat.
So it looks like Livia Smith is going to wrestle up at 105.
215 for your Trojans, Gavin Bridgewater. Now wrestling at 285.
Yep, so it looked like a double forfeit at 100 pounds. So just kind of null the score there, and then possibly look to pick up 6 here, or pick up a win. You're going to have positive points rather than forfeit and forfeit. It'd be an even split. So good decision there. Benton's heavyweight.
Blegan quickly muscles Kyan McBride to the ground. And Blegan, a D1 recruit, I believe, on the football side. And he's going to be a force in the state tournament this year, I have to imagine.
Big boy.
Yeah, big talented kid there. And he gets the quick fall over Kyan McBride at heavyweight. Olivia Smith and Tegan Bishop in action on the girls' side to your left.
Tight team score, 15-12. We're currently in the lead, Trojans, at the girls' side, 17-9. That's going to move to 23-9 with the forfeit there at 106. So on the boys' side, it'll bring up 113 pounds.
Jason Eastman is the Bobcat wrestler. He's taking on Cale Graff at 113. South Tama's had a couple JV kids in the mix there, filling in at 105, or excuse me, 106. And not going to throw those kids out there tonight, so we go open at 106. And here we have Graff and Eastman wrestling at 113.
Giovanni Perez wrestled at the Independence at 106. I don't see him today, so maybe he got sick.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Eastman with a quick takedown. Eastman dad coached a lot of years at Benton. I think he's might be in the principal at Benton at an elementary.
Into the first period, Livia Smith leading Tegan Bishop 2-0.
Eastman has Graff in trouble here. He's ran a chicken wing over there. Doing a good job just kind of keeping his hips low. Graff's got to try to get an arm through. Get an arm free, I should say. Try to recover from this position, but it's going to be the fall for Eastman. Looks pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong looking freshman or sophomore there. And at 120 for South Tama, it's going to be Eli Brannon. And he'll take on Brendan Roberts. For Benton.
On the girls' mat, Livy Smith in trouble on her back right now. I guess we've got a 2-2 score, kind of in a scramble situation. Livy able to get up to her feet. Livy would have been in a down position, so she gave up 2 back and then got the escape for a 3-2 lead right now. We have Roberts from Benton taking on Brannon, Eli Brannon of South Tama.
Brannon, I believe, an 8th place finish at the Independence Invite last weekend. One of those kind of on the cusp wrestlers that have had some tough district brackets to deal with. Really talented kid, and in his senior year trying to make a run into that state tournament.
I guess early takedown, this is kind of where he wants to be. He's a top wrestler. Tough with that tight waist and bar arm. He's collecting some back points right now. Livy Smith collecting the takedown over on the girls' mat to take a 5-2 lead. Brandon got a tight hold on Roberts with a minute remaining.
And
he's going to pick up the fall. So bounce back there a little bit, 15-29 on the team score on the boys' side. Into the second period, we're still 5-2. Livy Smith's going to take neutral.
126, Bobcats are open.
So they're going to forfeit to Amari Chavez at 126, and we'll move on to 132. It'll be interesting to see who they. Looks like Elijah Kupka.
132 for the Bobcats, Elijah Kupka. And for your Trojans, Clayton Babinet.
He'll take on Clayton Babinet.
I'm so used to Mikhail and Mari being back-to-back. I got to get used to Babinet kind of being in the middle here.
It might happen yet this year. We'll kind of see. I think these two pretty familiar with each other. Both juniors. I think they've seen each other off and on. We see Benton quite a bit in the middle school ranks.
Nice move there by Smith, and she picks up the fall.
Once again, just kind of good strategy. We didn't have our 105-pounder, so by double forfeiting at 100, you get 0 points and 0 points, but then by bumping her up and getting a fall there, you're +6. So good situation for the Trojans, and they're in the 21-12 lead right now.
For your Trojans, Ava Hendricks.
Up next, we'll have Ava Hendricks for South Tama taking on Caitlin Goldner from Benton at 110 pounds. Still scoreless and 1 minute in here on the 132-pound bout for the boys. Good little scramble for Babinet.
Almost got that leg free, but Kuka kind of holding on tight there, and now going into the hips.
Just looking to scoot around here. Make sure it doesn't let Kupka's arm through. If he comes up, yeah, good right there, up close. Needs to pull that shoulder out of the pocket and slide Kupka past him, and that'll allow him, but there's gonna cause stalemate here, so still scoreless, 26 seconds left in the first period. Kupka working the underhook here on their feet. Not doing a lot with it.
Final seconds of the first period go off the clock, and we are scoreless headed into the second.
Babinet's choice, he's gonna defer. Kupka's gonna go neutral here.
And Goldner on the girls' side picking up the takedown against Ava Hendricks.
Got a headlock, but Ava Hendricks able to reverse that and put Hendricks on her back. I'm not sure what we're looking at for
back near fall there too.
Yes, I'm thinking 5 to 4 might be where we're at when the dust settles there. And Kupka gets the takedown in the second here on the boys' mat, so he'll take a 2-0 lead. Ava now working on a cradle. We'll collect some more back points. Oh, and she's gonna get the fall. 6 seconds left. Picks up the fall.
Nice look there by South Tama girls coming out strong here against Benton. And big smiles there for Ava Hendricks. Going back to her coaches. Taking us up to 120. Looks like South Tama's going to have Danica Scheller.
At 115 for the Bobcats.
115.
Keely Holloway.
So yeah, we'll have Keely Holloway for South Tama.
On that one.
Yep, and then Evelyn McMahon for Benton. Not a lot of action after the takedown here in the second period on the boys' match. Babinet working up to his feet here. Gonna get ran out of bounds, but
Good action, good action. Just want to keep coming up to his feet. Big 25 seconds here. A scramble situation. He can back out and get his one. He's kind of worried about that leg, but if you're just looking for an escape here, come to his feet. Yep, good idea. Kupka's going to be content here, kind of holding on. Stalling on red. So we got 4 seconds left. Look for a explosive movement for Babinette. Oh, Holloway with a big headlock on the girls' mat. So McMahon in trouble here on her back. And
all kinds of time on the clock.
Stay the same here. We'll be interested to see Babinette's choice here in the third period. Trails 2-0. He's going to go neutral. This should be a big takedown here on the boys' mat. Holloway still working for the fall over there. She's got a minute to complete it, and there she collects it. Holloway with the fall. Those Lady Trojans are rolling over there on that mat. 33-12, the team score right now. .30 seconds here into the third period. We're 2-0. Babinette is trailing. Oh, nice. Nice ankle pick from Babinette to tie it up 2-2. That was a beautiful ankle pick from Babinette. Gonna go to work on top here. He's got about a minute. Big mat return for Babinette.
A suplex sort of situation almost.
Luckily, took him down safely,
yeah,
so
right.
no
Exactly.
warning. We're gonna go neutral. We got 50 seconds here. Babinette trails by 3. If you remember earlier, there was a stall warning on Kupka, so that could come into effect here. Babinette look to hopefully push the pace here, possibly take advantage of that stalling call.
35 seconds on the clock, final period. Clayton Babinette and Elijah Kupka.
Gonna have to have a tough flurry here at 20 seconds. Like I said, either he's looking for that takedown or possible stalling
13
call,
seconds, shot
takes
by
a shot
Babinette.
out of bounds. Probably want to get out of bounds here, get a fresh start. So he's got 8 seconds. Don't know if Bobby Illick's going to call a stalling here. Quick shot off the whistle, no leg though.
I think so. 2 seconds. And the last second takedown by Kupka will end it.
So it ended up being a 5-2 score. Really a 3-2 score there. Just Babinette trying to push pace. But tough fought match for him. That's a good quality kid in Kupka. So can't be too upset with that performance from Babinette. That'll push the team score for the boys. 32 for the Bobcats to 21 for the Trojans. And we have Mikhail Baer coming up here at 138. If we have Bishke, I didn't hear or not.
Bishke. Elias Bishke for Benton, Mikhail Baer for South Tama. And we have 3 more bouts to go after this one. There will be a few more JV, Matt. I think 4 JV bouts on schedule for the end of the night tonight.
Baer has Bishke in the front headlock situation, looking to go behind there. He'll collect 2. Girls match, we have Danica Scheller. She's currently behind 5-0. She's wrestling Caitlin Bonewitz from Benton.
Bear rolls through, trying to get the shoulder down.
Yeah, looking for a tilt situation there. Just wasn't able to break the 45-degree, but now he's going to drive straight over the ball and chain in half, it looked like, and pick up the fall.
Win by fall by Mikhail Bear over Elias Bishke of Benton Community.
Clawing back here late in the duel, 27-32 team score. We'll have Cody Blocker coming up at 144. And for the Bobcats,
Brady Patterson, I believe, was the name at the lineup announcement.
Okay. Patterson. Dana Kashella over there in trouble on her back, and Bonewitz will pick up the fall. 120 for the girls. Blocker in on a high crotch. Head to the inside on a single, looking to finish. He's got the 2 takedown. Patterson right back on his feet for the escape, so a 2-1. Patterson right back in on the legs, so he'll take a 3-2 lead. It looks like we're gonna have a lot of action in this match. And the girls and boys kind of kept pace here, including this match. There's 3 matches left on the boys. Patterson working on a turn there on Blocker, able to fight off his back, but he'll collect 3 back points. On the girls' side, 4 matches left, including this match. Actually, they've had more forfeits on the boys' side.
Yeah. So Jeanette and Schnorr face it off mid-first period, still scoreless.
6-2 the score on the boys' mat here. 25 seconds left in the first period.
Matches after the varsity matches tonight, and we'll be doing our raffle prizes during those 4 JV matches.
Takedown by Schnorr. Gets the scoring going. Both of these teams in action again on Saturday. South Tama hosts their annual duels tournament here at the Roundhouse. 2 points awarded there to Patterson.
Right at the end of the period.
Action starts at 9:30 on Saturday. And the girls, I believe, going to Cedar Rapids Prairie, if that sounds right.
Patterson chooses down to start the second period on the boys' mat. And we're neutral. 8-2 the score, 9-2 the score. Takedown for Patterson. 11-2 lead. We're still 2-0 over on the girls' match. Patterson working that cross arm tilt. He'll collect 2 more back points, 2 more near fall, 13-2.
Every match critical here on the boys' side, especially as they're trying to make a comeback, trailing 32-27 against Benton. And big win there by Brady Patterson, getting the extra points on the pin against Cody Blocker.
At 150 for the Bobcats, Weston Kessner. Trojans at 150, Drayton White.
South Tama boys trailing by 11 here with 2 matches remaining. We have Drayton White, Weston Kastner.
This is at the 150-pound class.
White in the front headlock situation here. I'm just going to go back to their feet here. Kastner really looking for that Kelly. And the front headlock picked up 2. White back on his feet. So it'll be down 2-1 now. Start of the third period on the girls' mat. Jeanette trails 2-0. Looks like her opponent's going to choose down. Kastner in on the leg. Drayton White trying to go behind. Kind of a crackdown situation. Close to getting a 2. He's got to beat that. That arm kind of went for the power half there, and Kastner was able to swim out and collect the 2, so he'll take 4-1 lead. Fresh start here, 30 seconds left on the first period on the boys' mat. Snore got the escape there, so she'll take a 3-0 lead on the girls' mat. 1:15 left. White back in on a shot. He trails 4-2. Another takedown on the girls' mat for Snore, so we're at 5-0. She has the lead. Short time left. Ooh, gave up a late takedown there. 6-2. About 6 seconds left on the clock. And so you hate to see give up that takedown, but credit to Kastner there on getting the go behind. Kastner will go down to start the second period.
Schnorr putting Jeanette in trouble here a little bit on the shoulder. 20 seconds left in the third period. And she will come away with the fall.
12 seconds left in the third there on the girls' mat. Pretty tight match, contested match up until that point. The 2 takedown for Kastner. He now leads 9-2. Now up on the girls' mat, we have Ava Perkins at 130 pounds. Taking on Denoy of
It's going to be
Benton.
Bella Denoy at 130.
Kastner controlling on top here, has Drayton bellied out, struggling to build his base.
40 seconds left in the second period on the boys' side. Girls just getting started in the first period. Perkins and Denoy.
Short time here in the second period. Looks like Kastner's going to end in the period on top here. The 9-2 lead. White chooses neutral to start the third period. White close to collecting 2 of his own here. Pop that leg straight, should be able to go around and get to 2. He's having a tough time beating the rib. There he goes. White goes around, gets to 2, so 4-9. He trails. Still scoreless, 20 seconds remaining. Oh, there's 2 takedowns for Perkins. 15 seconds left in the first period. She's up 2-0. 10-4 now. Period 3 here for White. Looks like we had locked hands. So the score will be 2-1. Perkins in the lead. 53 seconds left here. We're neutral. White looking to push the pace here. The injury time.
I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors that have been with us this winter season. They include Berkwood Village of Tama, Toledo, Salt Creek Wind, Mercy Care Tama, Iowa Premium, State Bank of Toledo, S&S Car Wash, Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Appraisal and Realty Services, Robach Lumber, Stein Robach Floor Coverings, Medicap Pharmacy, Mark West and Hoyer Law Office, Assured Partners Insurance, Hardens, Sharn Webbers, and TFD Photo and Film. Thanks to all those local businesses for being a part of things with us here on Trojan Country. We've got several weeks of winter action coming your way all the way into February. And we do thank those businesses for their support.
Kastner with a quick little outside single leg takedown to take a 12-4 lead. Right now has the major decision. Out of bounds there, so we'll start back in the middle. 2-1 the score on the girls' mat. Second period. Perkins on bottom right now.
Another blood timeout on the boys' side. South Tama basketball will be in action tomorrow evening. We will not have a Trojan Country broadcast running. You can find live streams of both the boys and girls varsity games. The South Tama Activities YouTube will have the live stream here from the boys game. And you can look up the Marion live stream. They've got a pay-per-view, I believe, over at Marion High School that'll have the girls game.
12-5. Now 14-5. Kastner collects another takedown here late in the third period. 10 seconds left. Scoreless second period there over on the girls' match. So 2-1. Perkins is going to choose neutral to start the third. $14-5 will be the final score on the boys' mat. We have one match remaining for the boys. Anthony Thompson at 157 pounds will take on Blake Hine. We saw Brennan Hine, I believe that'd be his twin brother here earlier at 165. So Hine to start the match and a Hine to end the match here at 157.
Perkins picked up a takedown, and she's leading 4-1 over on the girls' end.
For the boys.
in on the legs, collects the takedown 2 on Thompson. Perkins looking for near fall over on the girls' mat. Benton tightened up the team scores a little bit, so it's 33-24 right now. Yeah. So if we can get some bonus points here, that'd be big in the team score. A 2 takedown, 4-1 lead for Hine right now on the boys' mat. 30 seconds remaining on the girls' mat. Perkins didn't get any back points there, just kind of had her opponent in danger with her for a minute. Looking like we might get to see our rematch of 140 with Maylee Ellsbury and
Lizzie Wolf.
Lizzie Wolf. Looks like Paisley Bro's ready to take the mat here at 135. I guess we're in the second period. Got some blood time for Anthony Thompson. 6-1 the score currently on the boys' mat.
Wrestling at 135. For the Bobcats, Amy Wright. And for your Trojans, Paisley Bro.
Looks like we have Kaylee Wright for Benton over on the girls' mat, taking on Paisley Bro. Bro, a freshman for the Trojans. (36-24) now the team score. So currently a 12-point lead. The best the Bobcats could do is tie. Paisley Bro putting the duel out of the reach for the Bobcats with the pin there. So they'll take a 42-24. We're going to see a big rematch here at 140 pounds on the girls' mat. If you were with us a few weeks ago for the girls' tournament, this was the finals match. And Wolf edged out. It was just a good wrestling match, back and forth, high scoring. So excited to see this rematch and Maylee take on the challenge. She didn't have to bump up necessarily to take on this rematch, but like I said earlier, just something she wants to get back. And
yep, good opportunity here with the match at home as well, and
big crowd.
Yep. You have that one.
6-2 the score into the first period here. We got 15 seconds left on the boys' match. .40 seconds in, scoreless on the girls' mat. Both opponents just kind of feeling each other here out at this point. Nice slide by shuck attempt there by Ellsbury. Wolf able to kind of circle out of it.
These two were in action at the Williamsburg Invitational on Monday, but they kind of avoided each other with Ellsbury staying down at that 135 and Wolf at 140. But here we get to see the rematch here at the Pin the Gym night tonight.
Started the second period on the boys' match, a 7-2 lead now with that escape for Hine. Another little slide-by attempt there, and Ellsbury will collect the 2. 2-0, 30 seconds left, so big opportunity for Ellsbury to kind of make a statement here, keep her down. Don't let one escape. Working on a little tilt there. Kind of on her hip here, so you want to make sure that we stay in good position, not give any points up here, and she'll end the period there with the 2-0 lead. Hine catching Thompson on his back. We'll end the match with the fall. So that'll bring about an end to your boys dual meet. final score being 48 Bobcats, Trojans 27.
You're up on that one.
I have to credit Benton Bobcats. You know, they've struggled there for maybe 10 years. And good, made improvements in their program, and
Kind of always good for one or two state wrestlers each year.
Yep.
As a program, had some ups and downs, but they get the win against South Tama tonight. Congrats to them.
Congrats to Benton.
Wolf with an escape. Ellsbury still leading 2-1. Minute 18 on the clock in the second period.
Got the JV match now on the boys' mat. We have 4 JV matches left here. And in a front headlock situation. Ellsbury looking to climb out there. She should collect the 2 points there. Looking for more, possibly. So a 4-1 lead. Ellsbury with her legs in, kind of in a crab ride situation here. Working on the power half. Remember, back to our state tournament finals match. This is kind of where she made her money on top, and with the legs in. Not able to turn her there. We got 22 seconds left in the second period. 4-1 lead. Working really hard on top. Maley running a half right now, looking to reset that. Wolf doing a good job staying that off. Gonna bring it into your second period.
Ellsbury gets the takedown and rides out the rest. 4-1 lead.
4-1 lead. Ellsbury's going to go neutral. Just been crafty so far in the match, with some just kind of shucks and slides, quick, easy ways to get behind your opponent. Was able to drag out of that front headlock last time for the takedown. Hanging out in an over tie position, so you expect a shuck off that hold when she's kind of coming over to the top of her opponent's, of Wolf's collar tie. She's looking to get some momentum going her way and then shuck Wolf by. Wolf in on her first leg attack of the match. Ellsbury doing a good job just getting her hips back, hips low, breaking the grip. Look to block the arm and come around there. She kind of gets in a scoot here in this situation to try to get behind Wolf.
52 seconds in the final period.
And a crackdown situation again, and she once again gets the takedown 2, and she's collecting back points. The 6-1 lead will turn into 9-1 lead, and she'll look to adjust here and come out on top for the fall.
35 seconds. Ellsbury trying to get a
hips down.
Kind of revenge win against Lizzie Wolf here after losing in the Trojans opening home invitational a couple of weeks ago here at the Roundhouse. 20 seconds.
Love a fall, and she's gonna get it. Sweet, sweet redemption, she's thinking.
Yep.
Just really controlled that entire match, really never let Wolf have a hope, really. So good, solid match for Maley, and has to be good for her early season loss, you know. And at the end of the day, I remember having the conversation with her after the meet, you know, we don't train for November, right?
No,
we train for January, February, when those things matter. So, and
that's got to feel good to maybe even just put that behind you.
Rest,
and that, I mean, and you don't get that opportunity. It's a unique thing, maybe even that she gets to see Wolf again and have an opportunity for a get back. And so,
for the first cooler, Benton Chima. The second cooler, Bill Downs. Bill Downs.
Looks like we have Wyatt Silhonic up here on the blue mat. That's on his JV match. And then on the black mat, right in Forge.
The Sensi package, Win Waffen.
Last couple of JV matches closing things out here at the Roundhouse.
So I'm not sure, Darvin, do you know, is that the first duel? The girls have, like, official duel, the girls have won?
Has to be, yep.
Okay.
I don't think they were not in action
As a duel
during
team, really,
as a duel
year.
last week. Yeah.
So very cool. First official dual win for South Tama girls wrestling, and not a better way to start, right?
No, yeah, that's got to be a good feeling for Coach Ellsbury and Coach Arp and the team. And it's a strong-looking group. A lot to build on, a lot to work with, and they're going to take as much momentum as possible going into December.
And you got one upperclassman, obviously a very strong leader, your returning state champ, that's going to show the way, know the way, show the way, and go the way, and bring those younger athletes. A lot of freshmen, sophomore in the lineup, and it's fun to see. Good athletes.
Yep, it is.
Learn, you know, they're students of the sport and keep getting better. So this exciting to see and be a part of and experience. So looks like we'll have another boys match here. Kyle Youngbear seeing action over on the black mat there for his JV. He wrestled some varsity this weekend at Independence. Got some varsity wins. It's kind of neat how they do their tournament with the pool play, so to speak, that first night that puts you in a bracket where you can be competitive on day 2 on Saturday. So he was able to get some varsity wins as a freshman. In a headlock situation there, was able to roll his opponent through and collect 2.
So the remaining wrestling schedule for the rest of 2023 as we head towards the holiday break. On Saturday, South Tama hosts the STC Duels Invitational, and that will feature Des Moines East, East Marshall GMG, Independence, Pella, and Oskaloosa, along with the Trojans starting at 9:30 a.m. right here at the Roundhouse. And the girls, meanwhile, will be at the Vinton Shellsburg Invitational starting at 10 a.m. That's this Saturday, December 9th. Next week, more dual action coming on Thursday. It's going to be at Clear Creek, Amana, and that is going to be girls and boys wrestling over at CCA. Start time is 6 p.m. just like tonight, and I believe Clear Creek, Amana does have a live stream cam they run for their event, so you can check out live action there. And then on Saturday, December 16th, that's the last dates of the 2023 calendar, and it's going to be South Tama boys going to Pella for their annual Bill Van Horn Invitational starting at 9:30. And then the girls on the 16th head to Cedar Rapids Prairie for the Prairie Invitational starting at 9. And so that's the rest of the action on Trojan Country. We will have basketball coverage coming the rest of the December calendar. We're going to have South Tama boys taking on Mount Vernon at home this coming Tuesday the 12th. And that's going to be a normal 7:30 start time for a boys varsity game. The girls will be on the road at Mount Vernon that evening. And then on Friday, we'll have a doubleheader, South Tama's first basketball doubleheader against Grinnell, with Grinnell coming into the WaMaC Conference. There'll be boys and girls at home against Grinnell. Start time there is 6:30 for the girls game. And then rounding out the basketball coverage for the season, for the December month, will be on Monday, December 8th. The boys and girls will be on the road at East Marshall, and we'll have that game for you on Trojan Country as well. Start time there is 6 p.m. So some basketball yet to come here in December. We'll have plenty of wrestling in the month of January, and also look to do the district meet later in February. As a coach, former coach of the, with the high school program, Scott, what are some of the things that you're looking for, or the team is looking for to work on in that holiday break time when they've got a little time away and can kind of regroup, regather, and how does that look from your experience?
Yeah, I think like this time of year, you're really looking for what are we missing? What are things that we're struggling with as a team? What are some patterns or some just, we're really struggling with a cross wrist on bottom. We're missing things on top and kind of dialed in and as a team approach. And obviously you're always working on, improving individuals. But I think at this point, it's good to get into competition, see where we're at, see what maybe we're lacking, and then build those skills from there. And then winter break is a good time to take a breath, take a little bit of a break. And Coach Van Dyke, I know, does a good job giving the kids a good 5 to 6 days off. It's easy to maybe think, oh, this is a good opportunity to push, but it's a grind. It's a long grinding season for the kids. So I think just kind of a little bit of that break is good for them to come back and be excited to wrestle, and not surviving practice, but thriving in practice.
Yep, that makes good sense.
Looking to get better. So, but then when the kids do get back in kind of early January, looking to push the shape a little bit, kind of that final
find the weight
building
classes,
phase, right? Building phase of their cardio and just wrestling shape. I know they always kind of do a grind match, which is fun, like a longer extended period ago. Just test the kids, challenge the kids, and get an opportunity to kind of push yourself beyond what you're used to, I guess, a little bit. But yeah, and I think just refining skills and continue to get better at wrestling.
Trojans will have at least one more dual meet at home yet this season. It comes in January, and that will be a double duel. I believe Marion and Solon are on tap for that one, if memory serves.
With a decision for your Trojans,
Wyatt Silhonic gets a decision win.
That's it from that one.
Tight match over on the black mat here. Kyle Youngberry is trailing 5-4, start of the third period. He'll go down. This to be the final match of the evening. See brother Jacob cheering him on.
Ties it up with the escape, 5-5, 1:30 left in the final third period. Last match of the night, JV action here. South Tama girls got a dual win against Benton in their competition, and the boys took a loss to the Bobcats for their first duel of the year.
Five to 5 score here, and a minute left in the third period. Be a takedown wins it situation. Benton athlete, warned for stalling there. 30 seconds remaining. Seconds left. Ooh. Double over tie for Young Bear. I'd like to see him battle inside there to an underhook.
Might get to our first overtime match of the night.
The last one.
Yeah, right.
Oh, late shot attempt. Nothing. No takedowns. We're going to overtime. 5-5. Sudden death overtime. So any points will win the match. Benton athlete has been warned for stalling, so if he'd be warned again, that'd be a point, it'd be a win.
shot attempt.
Got the arm, and that should do it.
Kyle Youngbear.
Kyle Youngbear will win in overtime.
Officials, thank you for your time tonight. Benton, have a safe trip home.
JV-wise, had a really good night.
We
I
did.
don't know if the boys' side maybe lost 1 or 2 matches is all out of 12. Girls won their one and only JV match, so good to see.
You bet. And so we're going to close things out here at the Roundhouse. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Make sure to stop out and cheer on the Trojans yet here in December. Plenty of opportunities to get out and be a part of things. Had a really exciting boys varsity basketball game the other night. South Tama came away on a buzzer beater three-pointer from Cade Rosenberger. They get their first win of the year, first win in the WaMaC Conference in a couple of years. Things are looking up and looking very exciting for the boys team. Girls program also fighting hard over there on their side. So if you have a chance, get out and support South Tama Athletics when you can. Middle school in action as well. Maybe give us a quick update on what's going on at the middle school, Scott.
We're wrapping up the early split season right now with girls basketball, and so girls were in action today against Benton, Shellsburg. 7th grade was at home, 8th grade on the road. Monday, the boys wrestling will wrap up their season here. It's kind of nice. We'll keep the mats set up from Saturday and then wrestle a big 4-mat tournament, or not tournament, but scramble situation, and it's a lot of fun and get the kids a lot of good matches. So that'll be on Monday. They'll be done, and then the girls have their final game of the season on Thursday. Not trying to think of who they play, but that's their last game of the season.
Yeah.
And then here in January, we'll start up boys basketball and girls wrestling. And so Monday, Thursdays, boys are in action in basketball. And then I think January 29th, we have a girls tournament here at the high school. I think we have 9 or 10 teams coming, so that should be a big event, fun event for the girls. We had a big event last year at the middle school. Happy to come over here to the high school. We got a little more room.
Yeah, right, I bet.
To do that. And then February 23rd, we'll have another meet here at the high school on the girls' side. So a couple opportunities to come and see them, and yeah, it's exciting, and having fun at the middle school level, getting experience.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Good night, and go Trojans.
Thank you.